Hey guys, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Here in Los Angeles, California, we're kicking off the show with the Black Heart Tommaso Ciampa. This is a night after Money in the Bank in which we saw a lot happen. We saw new champions crowned. We saw people win the Money in the Bank and other matches in hard-fought matches with injuries being occurred to quite a few superstars. Liv Morgan is out with like more on her injury updates later tonight. Drew McIntyre suffered a further injury to his already injured midsection, so I'll update you that on later. But kicking off the show, as I mentioned, we've got Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa, obviously not at Money in the Bank, is looking to make a statement here on Monday Night Raw, looking to get his stock up. And let's see who is facing here in his first match here on Monday Night Raw. Now, Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa will be facing Jinder Mahal in our opening match tonight. Both men looking to rise their stocks here in WWE. Jinder Mahal, obviously former WWE champion. Tommaso Ciampa, former NXT champion, former NXT Tag Team champion, has accomplished a lot down in NXT, but can he do it on the main roster? Jinder Mahal may not be at the level he once was, but he's still a very physical opponent that Tommaso Ciampa might struggle against here tonight. But let's see, let's get this match underway. The fans behind Ciampa here. Ciampa tells Jinder Mahal to bring it. Jinder Mahal looks ready to charge. And Jinder Mahal does charge at Tommaso Ciampa, but Tommaso Ciampa ducks. Jinder Mahal with a right hand strike, another right hand strike. Tommaso Ciampa gets out of the way, runs in with a huge big boot, dropping Jinder. Tommaso Ciampa now just a right hand, now a left, barrage of lefts to the face of Jinder and a stomp to the midsection. I thought Ciampa was going to deliver a forearm strike, but he ended up Ciampa just whipping him into the corner with authority down, a knee to the lower back. Tommaso Ciampa started off well here. Can Jinder Mahal get back into this? It doesn't look so. Tommaso Ciampa with a brilliant net breaker there, utilising the knee into the pinfall here. A 1 count on Jinder Mahal. Tommaso Ciampa now. Jinder Mahal with a kick to the midsection, and Jinder Mahal runs in with a huge clothesline. Ciampa's getting up, but Jinder head smash into the mat, and Ciampa was getting up for a kick to the chest, and now another kick to the chest of Ciampa, drops him. Ciampa now, watch Jinder Mahal looking for double underhook, suplex, blatantly delivered by the modern day Maharaja. You can't get too cocky in this one because Tommaso Ciampa can win a match out of nowhere, and he can get back into it out of nowhere. Ciampa runs a net breaker. Ciampa now double extendo to the back of the neck of Jinder Mahal. See Ciampa utilising the fairy tale ending on the side and knee strike as his finishes. Ciampa now a torture rack. What's he looking for here? A burning hammer. A variation of a burning hammer there to Jinder Mahal into the pin. And just a 1.5 count there. I think the amount of time Ciampa took to get into the pinfall allowed Jinder to recover. Ciampa now with a throat shot there. It's winding Jinder as Ciampa now looks to just pull the arm onto the ropes. There's a lot of torque on those ropes there, so that's going to cause a lot of damage, but Ciampa hasn't done there. Ciampa puts Jinder to the top. A punch to the face. What's Tommaso Ciampa going to look for? A suplex maybe? A superplex? Yes, he does. Superplex to the middle of the ring. I think Jinder Mahal is feeling his face there. Might be that punch to the face causing a bit more damage than it looked like. It's Ciampa net breaker to Jinder. Ciampa's in control of this one. Ciampa now discus clothesline. No, Jinder Mahal gets out of the way. Jinder Mahal now launching Ciampa into the corner himself and runs in with just a shoulder barge. And now running knee strike. And Tommaso Ciampa now. Jinder Mahal looking for a submission manoeuvre here. A camel clutch delivered. Can Tommaso Ciampa get out of this one? Tommaso Ciampa is a tough SOB. I think Ciampa's going to get out of this, is he? Yes, he does. A variation of a back body drop there. Ciampa now into the corner again, runs in knee strikes in the midsection. And now Ciampa backing it up. Ciampa running in. And another knee smash to the face of Jinder Mahal. Jinder in a bad way here. Ciampa looking for that neck breaker again, softening up the neck. So Ciampa clearly has a target here. Ciampa now, what's he looking for? They're looking for Project Ciampa. Is that going to be it? Is that it for Jinder Mahal? No, it ain't. Jinder Mahal just about kicks out. Ciampa looking at the referee here, telling the referee, come on, that was a free. But I think it was. I think Jinder Mahal just about got the shoulder up. Ciampa again was looking for that he's just as close. I'm not sure what Jinder Mahal was looking for there. I think it was looking to go underneath Ciampa. Jinder just just stomping away into the midsection. Jinder Mahal now. Jinder Mahal. Glass delivered to Tommaso Ciampa. Is that it? Is that going to be it for Tommaso Ciampa in this one? Tommaso Ciampa just about gets a shoulder up. The crowd chanting, "You're not worthy at Jinder Mahal." Jinder Mahal just says, "Bow down to me. I'm your Maharaja." Ciampa ducks underneath. Ciampa, huge big boot yet again. Jinder Mahal is getting up. Kick to the midsection. Just a slap to the chest. Now Ciampa with a psycho cutter variation there. But Ciampa looking to end it. Ciampa thinking about it, but Tommaso Ciampa took too long. Jinder Mahal gets up. Jinder Mahal, big butt body drop. Now just, I think, raking the eyes on the nose there of Jinder Mahal. And Ciampa now is looking for not Project Ciampa, a fairy tale ending, pardon me. And Ciampa now looking to put an exclamation mark on this match. Looking for the sliding knee strike. If he hits this, it's over. Sliding knee strike connects. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Ciampa picks up his first victory here on Monday Night Raw over Jinder Mahal. But it wasn't a bad show from Mahal himself. He got the collapse in, he got the camel clutch in. But it wasn't enough to put away the black card to Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa moves on here. You see her hits Project Ciampa. There's a collapse. There's a fairy tale ending, which led into a sliding knee strike and into the 3 count. And Ciampa is victorious here on Monday Night Raw. Okay, well, after that first match, which saw Tommaso Ciampa beat Jinder Mahal, we had Ember Moon take on Lacey Evans, and Ember Moon picked up a victory. Braun Strowman defeated Roderick Strong. Shotzi and Casey Catanzaro, beat the Iconics in a tag team match. Now we move on to our next match, which is The Miz taking on Cedric Alexander. So let's get into this one. Okay, we'll continue with Monday Night Raw. We have the awesome one, the most must-see superstar in WWE history, obviously according to The Miz himself. But he's achieved quite a lot in this business. You can't take that away from him. And we'll see if he can pick up a victory over Cedric Alexander tonight, the up-and-comer, formerly of the Hurt Business. We're unsure if that still is a tag team or not. Or I should say, if that is still a group. But The Miz is looking to make a statement here, proving that he's still at the top of his game and that a young up-and-comer cannot get by him. Well, let's get Cedric Alexander out here and see what he can do up against The Miz. Capacity crowd here tonight in Los Angeles, California, and out comes Cedric Alexander. Someone looking to prove himself here on this brand. Similar to Tommaso Ciampa earlier tonight and so many other superstars we've seen in action tonight. And we will see in action. Cedric Alexander looks fired up here. He knows this is a huge opportunity he's been given to face The Miz. Someone who's achieved pretty much everything there is in this business to achieve. Money in the Bank, I believe, he held. IC title, US title, tag team titles, WWE title. He's held pretty much everything there is to hold. And if Cedric can beat him, and that will be a huge stepping stone in the career of this young man. The Miz looks ready, so does Cedric. Just limbering up a little bit there. The Miz looked cocky a little bit, just eyeing up Cedric Alexander. The Miz is turning his back and just dropping down into the corner saying, come on then, let's see what you've got. And the Miz blocks the first strike, and the Miz a gut kick and now a snap jab. The Miz looking for eat defeat early on here into a pinfall. And not even a 1 count there on Cedric Alexander. It is very early in the match, to be fair. Moving Miz too long to get into pin, but Miz looking for a drop kick to the side of the head. But Cedric gets out of the way, and the Miz looked like he might have hurt his back on that landing there. And Cedric running in with a huge knee. Cedric now drop kick, but the Miz stays standing. And Miz now with the it kicks. Going into the leg and the chest of Cedric Alexander. Maybe the Miz knows a little bit of a weakness, because 1 kick got him down. The Miz now is working on the back. I thought the Miz would be working on, well, he's working on the arm now, but you thought he'd be working on the legs even more. Looking to utilise the figure 4 finishing manoeuvre. But the Miz stomped to the knee. The Miz now what's looking for? A sidewalk. A variation of a side effect actually there. Obviously made famous by Matt Hardy and the Miz. Just look at the cockiness of the Miz. Miz, big boot, Cedric gets out of the way of it. And Cedric flying in looking for a knee, but gets a drop kick as a last ditch attempt. An arm drag away. And Cedric Hurricane Rana into the middle of the ring. Now obviously looking for knee drop to the side of the face of the Miz. The Miz obviously calls his face the moneymaker, considering he's in a lot of films and he's got his own TV series. He needs to keep his face injury free. And the Miz looks like he's getting out of this area. Yes, he is. And a chop block, smart by the Miz. And the Miz now looking for the it kicks again after that chop block, going back to that knee. I'm thinking about it, Cedric is a high flying superstar, someone who likes to utilise the ropes, someone who likes to utilise the top rope, someone who likes to use the speed and agility. If he can't do that, then the Miz has a huge advantage in this one. The Miz now has very nice net breaker delivered by the Miz there. The Miz looking for a pin again, but Cedric out before even a 1 count. The Miz looking for this drop kick again. He's going to get it this time. Yes, he is. Right to the side of the face. The Miz now is holding down the arm, and now what's he doing? Just stomps to the forearm, I believe, of Cedric Alexander. You know, Cedric can't, if he hasn't got a base, he can't lift. He hasn't got arms, he can't lift. The Miz now slamming Cedric into the corner. Now the Miz, I think he's going to look for that pattern and strike into the corner. The Miz now just saying, is this all he's got? Is this the guy you're like rooting for? Is this the guy you want to become big in this industry? But the Miz looking for a drop kick, but Cedric gets out of the way. Cedric now looking to utilise the high flying capabilities. But the Miz saw it coming and just about stepped out of the way in time. I think Cedric looked for like a back elbow. I don't think he could get all the spring that he needed due to the attack to the legs, so he couldn't really get the height. So therefore the Miz could just easily sidestep him. But the Miz now spinning side kick. Cedric running in with an elbow drop. Cedric knee drop again to the Miz. The Miz, what's Cedric looking for? Oh, atomic drop. No matter who you are, you don't want to take those. And just forearm strikes and a back elbow. Now Cedric Alexander looking for a huge clothesline. Taking down the Miz, and now it's a stomp to the midsection and a kick to the face. That would take down pretty much anyone, no matter how big you are. The Miz, shot to the back of the head, and the Miz, kick to the leg, snap DDT into a pinfall here. Cedric Alexander just about gets the shot up before the 3 count. That was close though. That was too close for comfort for Cedric Alexander. I think the shot to the back of the head before that might have done most of the damage, and eat defeat again by the Miz. The Miz calling for the end maybe. The Miz, but Cedric spinning side kick again, and Cedric I think it's high risk, high reward time. But the Miz is so far away. I mean, Cedric could probably make that jump, but he's not going to risk it in this one. Cedric now, what's he looking for? Just leaping in with a clothesline. Very unorthodox clothesline. But he gets a job done elbow drop again. Cedric now, what's he looking for? Cedric. Michinoku driver, delivered to perfection. Now he's going to the top again. As we got agile, this man is. Cedric Alexander, frog splash. And now Cedric, what's he looking for? Cedric looking to just plant the Miz face first into the pinfall. Is that going to be it? And the Miz is out. Cedric over the top rope. Cedric looking for springboard frog splash. Brilliantly done by Alexander. Alexander now, what's he looking for? Who are we looking for? What's this? Just launching the Miz. That's some strength to do that. Cedric now maybe thinking about the end of this match. Maybe a shout out to MVP there. The ball in. Cedric DDT to the Miz. Cedric now over the top, going to the top rope. What's he going to be looking for here? But the Miz is getting up. That's lucky for the Miz. And Cedric, but the Miz caught him. The Miz is going to look for just lounging Cedric Alexander out of the ring to the floor on the outside. And the Miz now just basking in what he believes the adoration of the crowd. But it's probably a bunch of boos, but Cedric's up. Cedric up. And the Miz caught. Miz. Brainbuster. Is that it? Is that going to be it for the Miz in this one? The Miz just about gets a shot up before the 3 count. And that was 2 3/4 to the most it can ever be. That's the closest count I've ever seen, I think. The Miz again shot to the back of the head. And the Miz looking for skull crushing finale. Into the pinfall on Cedric Alexander. Is that going to be it? No, Cedric gets a shot up before 3. Neither man wants to go down in this one. Both men have hit each other with the best shots. And neither man has got a victory. The Miz has probably got a few tricks up his sleeves. Yes, he does. Just driving Cedric's face into his knee. The Miz kick to the midsection. Body shot, kick again. Big boot. Down goes Cedric Alexander. The Miz calling for the ending maybe. But Cedric runs in with a huge knee. Cedric stomp to maybe the shoulder there, that looked like. And Cedric now with some forearms again, spinning back, elbow connects, and now this big clothesline. Cedric's got a huge opportunity here to get something going. Atomic drop again. This time drops the Miz and knee to the face yet again. Cedric, what's he thinking? Launching the Miz into the corner. The Miz. Cedric now. Cedric could be thinking about a springboard attempt, but the Miz got away. Cedric just slightly hesitated there. Shot block. Didn't look like he connected with all of it there, the Miz. The Miz is going to look to take out Cedric. Cedric gets out of the way, but not so. It's both men just swinging wildly here, both out of desperation, it seems like. Neither man able to get out what they want. The Miz now turns Cedric around. The Miz looking for reverse, no, just knees to the back first, and now reverse DDT. And the Miz just a kick to the face, just disrespect. Cedric now launch into the corner. The Miz runs in. What's the Miz looking for? Running in, looking for a huge kick to the side of the face. The Miz now kick to the leg again. The Miz DDT to perfection. And the Miz now looking for a figure 4. This is going to be it. Is Cedric going to tap? Is the Miz going to make Cedric Alexander tap? Is Cedric going to tap in this one? This has got to be excruciating for Cedric Alexander to be locked in this for so long. Think about the punishment he's received in this match as well. And Cedric gets out of it, reverses the pressure here. Smart by him. Cedric Alexander now. Who's he going to get out first? Cedric. Cedric now. But The Miz with a snapmare. And a knee to the back. I think The Miz is just saying, you think you can just beat me like that? But Cedric now. A snapmare of his own. And drop kick to the side of the head. But The Miz is up. The Miz runs in, drop kick to the leg. And Cedric was looking for the ending there. The Miz, big boot again, misses. And Cedric, roll up. This is going to be it. Cedric with a roll up to beat The Miz. 1, 2, 3. Cedric picks up a huge victory here over The Miz. And The Miz looks furious in the ring. And I don't blame him getting beaten by a roll up. Cedric now back in the ring to celebrate, and The Miz rolling out looks absolutely devastated. That's the way he lost. I don't blame him. I would be. That's a huge one for Cedric. Let's move on with the show. Now out comes the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. When he took part in a Raw Money in the Bank ladder match last night, he's scheduled for a match here up against Kevin Owens. When he came up short last night against Sheamus. And Jeff Hardy, no face paint tonight. Jeff Hardy looks ready for a fight here. Jeff Hardy. And oh my god, that's Kevin Owens. What is Kevin Owens doing? Kevin, you're about to face Jeff Hardy in a match. What are you doing? Kevin charging after Jeff Hardy. Jeff has no idea, and a huge super kick launching Hardy all the way across the floor. And Kevin Owens now, what's Kevin Owens thinking? Kevin Owens, starter! Kevin, this is not a way to react after losing last night. Kevin, you don't need to do whatever you're thinking about doing. Kevin launching Hardy into the ring. This is a match, bearing in mind. Whether the referee's going to allow it. Jeff Hardy trying to fight back here after that stunner and that huge super kick on the outside. Jeff Hardy was shot to the midsection. But Hardy super kicks down. As I was saying, as if the referee's going to allow this match to continue and actually count a pinfall. Oh no. I don't think Kevin Owens has any interest in a pinfall here. Kevin, no. Don't do this, Kevin. Don't do this. Not onto the LED board. Kevin, no. Kevin. Apron powerbomb to Jeff Hardy. Why, Kevin? The crowd encouraging him here. It's Kevin now leaves up the ramp. But Jeff Hardy's up. Jeff Hardy's up and in the ring. Kevin cannot believe it, and Jeff Hardy's saying, "Come on then, Kevin. Come on then." Kevin's saying, "Okay then, I'll bring it." Jeff Hardy. Oh, Kevin. Just laughing, saying, "You thought I was going to bring it? I'm going to go backstage." Jeff Hardy chasing after Kevin Owens. Jeff Hardy, but Kevin Owens I think heard him, but misses a strike. Jeff Hardy kick to the leg, and these two need to be stopped. Someone needs to come out and stop these men. Jeff Hardy cannot be able to continue after that apron powerbomb. And Kevin Owens just going to make it worse here, driving him onto that metal flooring. Kevin now, what's he thinking? Kevin launching Hardy all the way across the floor yet again. Here. Kevin. Again. Whatever you're thinking, Owens, don't do it. Whatever you are thinking, it ain't worth it. Owens now. Owens, what's he thinking? It's despicable. Like Kevin Owens, this is not a way to react to losing a match fair and square. He lost an Extreme Rules match last night and this is how he's reacting. By attacking a man who wasn't even in that match. Kevin Owens Hardy back in the ring. Yeah, Kevin Owens attacking a man who wasn't even in the match Kevin lost. But Kevin, I don't think he cares about that. Why is the referee not stopping this? This is despicable. Why is the referee just allowing Owens to do this? Owens just digging a foot into the throat of Hardy. There's not a way to it. Treat a legend of the business. You should have had a normal one-on match with him, Kevin. And if you win, you win. You lose, you lose. You should not have came out here and attacked him and Kevin, not again. I think Kevin's looking to put Hardy down, saying if the last one didn't keep you down, this one will. Kevin steps down. Kevin, if he hits this, Hardy might need medical attention here. And Hardy again. Kevin's saying, that one will keep you down, and if not, there's a double axe handle to the face. And now, another stunner for good measure, and now Kevin is going to leave. Now after that match, Dominic Mysterio picks up a victory over Drew Gulak, and Mandy Rose defeats Tegan Nox. Let's get into our next match, which is Isaiah Scott versus Apollo Crews. We continue the show with Isaiah Swerve Scott, a man who impressed last night in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He obviously didn't win, but he put on a great showing. In the end, he didn't come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, but he's got an IC title number one contender's opportunity here. If he beats his opponent, Apollo Crews, then he will go on to face Sheamus at our next pay-per-view, which will get revealed on Friday Night SmackDown. Let's get Apollo Crews out there and get this match underway. And here comes Apollo. The man who's reinvented himself in recent times, reconnecting with his roots of Nigeria, becoming more aggressive, using more of his power and physicality than his high flying and speed, becoming more of a dangerous opponent. Apollo in his first match here, obviously last night, Isaiah Scott was in a match, so Apollo comes in fresh, but Isaiah Scott doesn't. But also at the same time, Apollo doesn't have the match readiness as Scott does, as he's in a Money in the Bank ladder match. He is maybe over prepared for a one-on-one match. Let's get this match underway and see who will face Sheamus at our next pay-per-view. The crowd behind Swerve Scott here, who, like I said, impressed last night, so that's why the crowd are behind him. Swerve Scott runs at Apollo Crews, and shoulder bar should not take down Apollo Crews, and Apollo just flexes. And Apollo now just popping up power slam to Swerve Scott. That's what I mean, the power. Just look at the size difference of these two men. Apollo flying in. Elbow drop. Apollo now what's looking for. Double underhook. Power bomb. Swerve Scott out before a 1 count. Swerve Scott gets out of the way of the elbow drop there. And it looks like Apollo might have hurt his elbow. And Swerve Scott comes in. Total World DDT. It's a big maneuver to hit. Swerve Scott just hyping himself up. And again, Total World DDT. It's 2 Total World DDTs in a row. Yeah, 2 big maneuvers to hit. Swerve Scott comes in, elbow strike. Now also looking for uppercut to the back of the neck. And now something on the hand, and now a stomp to the arm of Apollo Crews. Now Swerve Scott really has to go after the base. DDT. He really has to try and take out the power of Apollo Crews, and to do that he has to take out the legs. Scott stopping himself before he goes into the corner, but enough as Apollo just launches him to the mat without a care in the world. But Apollo looking for a standing moonsault, and Swerve gets out of the way. Swerve now looking for high flying offense, springboard reverse Moonsault DDT. She's at AJ Styles there. Maybe paying homage to him. It's a match I'd like to see. AJ Styles, obviously the WWE champion here on Monday Night Raw. We'll hear from him later tonight. Swerve Scott now looks for Enziguri. Apollo Crews swaps it away, sorry. Just a forearm strike and a standing shooting star press. That is impressive. Apollo now Enziguri of his own. Apollo, what's he looking for? Deadlift. German. Suplex into the pin. And Swerve Scott out at one. Apollo now what's he looking for? It's a great bridging over the top suplex. I forgot what that move's actually called. But Apollo now. What's Apollo thinking? I thought Apollo was going to springboard then. Swerve. So there's a little bit of time to recover. Swerve now, what's he thinking? Swerve comes rolling again. Takes down Apollo Crews into the pinfall. Is that going to be it? No, it ain't. A 2 count. Apollo out at 2. I saw Swerve use that move obviously last night at Money in the Bank. And double foot stomp. Yes, now delivered. Swerve Scott now, what's he looking for? Springboard moonsault. He's going high risk, high reward here. Which is very risky, obviously. That's hence the saying. But Swerve Scott again. Oh, Apollo Crews, oh no, Apollo. Apollo, if he hits this, it could be over. Swerve Scott out at 2.5. I think Apollo can believe it himself. Apollo, what's he looking for? Swerve Scott sits on behind the back. Net breaker. Again, just hyping himself up here, getting the crowd behind him. That's what you'd love to see. Clothesline into the corner. Swerve Scott now. A stomp. Gonna launch himself over the top, I believe. Yeah, leg drop to the back of the head as Apollo Crews is swung over the top rope. Over the top rope, the bottom rope. Swerve Scott now to the top, looking for spring, looking for a 450. But Apollo Crews gets out of the way, and Apollo, whatever he's looking for there, Swerve Scott didn't allow him to do so, and Swerve Scott hits with that huge kick. Is that going to be it? Is that enough to put down Apollo Crews here? And yes, it is just about, and Swerve Scott heads to face Sheamus in our next pay-per-view. I should say at. And that kick is dangerous. You may think that was a short match, but Apollo got his moves in. Apollo showed what it's about. But again, that match readiness of Swerve Scott, that hunger he's got to prove himself, coming so close to a Money in the Bank, you know, briefcase. He kicks out this powerbomb here, and now he has an IC title shot. But he has to face Sheamus. But if he hits that kick, it could be all over, as we saw there. As Swerve Scott moves on to face Sheamus, and we'll let you know next week on Monday Night Raw at what pay-per-view that will be. As we just saw, as Swerve Scott picks up a huge victory over Apollo Crews. And then our main event, we have Damian Priest, the Raw Money in the Bank holder, taking on Ricochet. Now, who's going to pick up this victory in this one? And it is Damian Priest picking up the victory. Let's get in to AJ Styles' announcement. And here comes your WWE Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. The man who defeated Drew McIntyre. Granted, not 100% Drew McIntyre. It wasn't at 100%. But he defeated him in a ladder match. It was smart from AJ Styles hitting a Styles Clash from the outside and climbing a ladder to unhook that title. And it looks good around his waist, and has come dressed in a champion suit, to say the least. Let's see what his announcement's going to be here tonight. Maybe it's about his next opponent at the next pay-per-view. Whether he's going to face Drew McIntyre again, giving him another opportunity. We'll see in a second as AJ Styles gets into the ring here. And that title just suits him. And let's see what his announcement's going to be. AJ in the ring. AJ does not look happy. You can hear some patter going off at the top of the ramp. And a WWE logo showing who's coming out here. Oh, it is, has not yet got a Titantron. And oh my god, that's Chris Jericho. And that is Y2J. What is Jericho doing here on Monday Night Raw? And what is he doing? Making his way towards AJ Styles, the WWE Champion. I've got so many questions running through my mind right now. And I don't have the answers. I guess I'm about to get them. With Jericho getting in the ring. Let's see what these two... see what Jericho has to say, I guess. Maybe he's looking to make a statement. Maybe he's looking to get a title match on his return here to WWE. But whether AJ Styles will give him that, we'll see in a second as Jericho gets into the ring. I just saw Jericho on the apron here, just pointing at AJ Styles. AJ telling them to bring it. These two obviously had a rivalry. There's a referee in the ring. This ain't a match. But maybe he's here to just... AJ, that was a bad decision. AJ, don't turn around, whatever you do. AJ, don't turn around. Judas effect. Jericho now. Jericho. Lion tamer to AJ Styles. AJ Styles taps. It wasn't a match. We'll see here. Judas effect. Into a lion tamer. Let's look at the talk of the back, and AJ no choice but to tap. And Jericho has just made a huge statement, taking out the WWE Champion. Well, we'll see how this develops, and that's in the Monday Night Raw.